SAT math can look intimidating, but a lot of questions actually follow very predictable patterns. So in this video, we'll solve 4 real SAT questions and focus on the fastest way to recognize what the test is really asking. All right, for this first question, we're given this equation. The key move here is distributing the 3. That turns the right side into 3x minus 9, so now the equation becomes x plus 7 equals 3x minus 9. From here, we just collect the x terms, subtract x from both sides, and we get 7 equals 2x minus 9. Add 9 to both sides, and that gives us 16 equals 2x, and dividing by 2 finally gives x equals 8. Once you expand the parentheses, the whole equation simplifies very quickly. All right, now let's shift from equations to lines. Here we're told that a line has slope 1 and passes through the point 02. That point immediately tells us something important. Because the x-coordinate is 0, the point sits on the y-axis, which means 2 is the y-intercept. So we already know the line must look like y equals x plus b, and since the intercept is 2, the equation becomes y equals x plus 2. Slope 1, intercept 2. Everything fits. Now let's try a question that's really about translating words into algebra. In this problem, we have 2 types of coins. A pfennig is worth 1, and a groschen is worth 10 pfennigs. Together, they add up to 85 pfennigs, and we need an equation that represents this relationship. Let p be the number of pfennigs and g be the number of groschen. The value of the pfennigs is simply p, while the value of the groschen is 10g. Add those together and the total must equal 85. So the equation is p plus 10g equals 85. Once the situation is translated correctly, the algebra part becomes very straightforward. Let's finish with one more quick concept. Here we're given the equation, h equals 150 plus 10t, where h is the total number of housing units, and t is the number of months after a zoning law was passed. The question asks how many housing units are added each month. In a linear equation like this, the number multiplying the variable represents the rate of change. Since the coefficient of t is 10, that means the community is adding 10 housing units every month. So in just a few minutes, we worked through 4 core SAT math patterns: solving equations, identifying intercepts, translating word problems into algebra, and recognizing rates of change. These are exactly the kinds of ideas that appear again and again on the SAT. If you can spot these patterns quickly, you'll move through the math section much faster. And I'll see you in the next video,